Quantum pivot is a trading model I have formed over the last few years. It's just a sophisticated approach to identifying and acting on pivotal moments in equity market trends. You're going to be able to spot market bias shifts. Today, I'm going to show you exactly where the quantum pivot occurred on Bitcoin. And after it did occur, we had a 20% drop from all-time highs after this level was hit. Now, this is only going to be a quick overview of how I use the quantum pivot on Bitcoin in order to understand that there was going to be a crash of around 20% and figure out how far that was away, figure out where the stops were lying in order for us to refuel and change the bias again. This will be a quick overview. We're going to get a little bit of the strategy, but if you want the entire ebook, we have it coming out next Wednesday. Just make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm giving away for free, so no risk to you. Anyways, let's get started. I have this already laid out for you guys, but I'm quickly going to go through and show you the replay feature of what this would have looked like at all-time highs. As we were trading at all-time highs, you guys know this very well, but it was easy, right? Up until mid-March, it was very clean and easy to trade this entire trend. Every dip that happened got slurped up immediately, and we made new highs, and then the low that was formed after that high was broken never got tagged, as you can see. Every single low in this trend was protected. You're in a bullish trend, higher lows continue. It's very basic market structure. Now, the key concept here is, when will you have that quantum pivot, right? What does it even mean? It is simply telling you that after that quantum pivot level is hit, and the quantum pivot is going to be defined by the previous higher low or strong low formed in the trend. So it is the most recent data low that is considered your strong low because it has broken and continued the trend, right? So in theory, it should be protected. But in the event that one of those lows is broken, and of course, it's the first one is obviously going to be the data low, right? The one closest to current price is broken, the quantum pivot occurs and market will shift bias. If we play this, you can see the exact moment that quantum pivot broke. As soon as it broke, right, as soon as you get the raid, you will get a harsh move to the upside. And there is not just one quantum pivot that was going to give you this harsh move. It is every single one of these data lows that is going to give you a nice bounce immediately. So not only are you going to know when the market shift changes, but you're going to know on the move down, right, because market shift is now bearish, you're going to know every single time where you should expect a strong move to the upside, even in the downtrend. So even that you have a downtrend here, you're going to be able to find long and short positions from this. Now, after this quantum pivot does occur, you're going to have highs that form. These are going to be your new strong highs. As previously listed, those highs or lows, right, I'm flipping the chart here, those lows were technically protected, right? Now, all of these highs are going to be protected as we're now in this bearish trend. And as we play this a little bit more, we'll be able to see that every time one of these lows gets hit, right, we see this low gets hit, and you have an immediate 5% move to the upside. This low gets hit, and you have an immediate another 6% move to the upside, right? These are very important lows for us, not just the quantum pivot level. We'll play the trend a little bit more to show you that you have a ton of great opportunities every single time one of these is hit. Right? Every single time you get one of these lows hit, you have a fantastic opportunity for a trend reversal back to the upside in order to take a short again. And a lot of you should be asking the question is like, how do we know when to take these shorts within this trend, right? Well, there's going to be a bunch of imbalances formed on the way down. As there's imbalances formed on the way down in the form of buy-side stops, fair value gaps, breaker blocks, order blocks, whatever your imbalance of choice is, trend line liquidity, whatever the imbalance is of your choice, you can trade off of a rate of that level and take that short or long depending on the market bias that you are in after the quantum pivot hits. So in this case, we actually took shorts from this position. And let me pull up the exact evidence to show you guys that we were doing this in real time and actually sharing this with our Discord group. And as you can see, what is this, March 17th, we take the short position at the top of the trend into the imbalance and just target the next data lows. And if we play this, we can see get a little bit of choppiness, but nonetheless, the targeted lows are hit. So easy plus 2R from there. As this low gets hit, you don't need to focus too much on strong reactions from these lows because you can almost guarantee that you won't be tapping data highs because you have a larger target in mind. Quantum pivot hits, you are targeting the most important data lows, which is where all the sell stops are located, right? So the most obvious stop in the entire trend in which you believe you can find the most amount of liquidity. Now, that can be in the form of several different pivot points, the data lows, previous data lows off that, data lows from previous trend high, right? You can see it's very obvious where liquidity lies here. And every time one of these is tapped, there's a harsh reaction. So we'll play this a little bit more and show you guys how many times this occurs. So there it is. You get the tap here. Should have a nice reaction, slow one to the upside, but nonetheless a reaction. And as you can see, if we take out our box here, almost every time one of these imbalances to the upside is hit, you have practically a perfect entry model in which that you can take short positions with perfect stops, right? For this one in particular, we could do is 1 hour. You'd enter on the initial premium of the zone, stops outside of it, and target the lows, right? You would target the next data lows, which would be these down here. 1 to 3 risk, not too bad. Next one, same thing. You have another trend that you can trade off of. Stops right below or right above that imbalance and target the next data lows. 1 to 10 if you take that one. If you're a little bit more conservative, 1 to 6. So a lot of great opportunities, but I wanted to show you this very quickly because it's important to know we're in a bearish trend. The Quantum Pivot was able to tell you this. The whole ebook will be on Twitter for free next Wednesday. Just follow me. Other than that, good luck. A lot of you keep trying to long the bottom and it's not going well for you. And you're probably going to get shaken out as we drop a full 20% from data highs. I can guarantee you the rest of the market will be completely scared and I'll be the one buying into the next quantum pivot and taking my longs into all-time highs. As always, hope you became 1% better today. Remember to follow me on Twitter for the free ebook next Wednesday.